How's it going, everybody? Got another tobacco review for you guys today. Um, this is a blend that I just picked up. I've never tried it before. I like some other tobaccos by this by this particular production house. I apologize for the noise. There's a highway not far away. So, and this is a daytime video today. I think might be my first daytime video. So, kind of different, but the blend we're reviewing today is Robert McConnell Red Virginia. Now, I have, like I said, I have tried quite a few other blends by Robert McConnell, and I've pretty much liked them all. Robert McConnell it's blended by, produced by Kohlhaas and Kopp in Denmark. And this, the original Red Virginia pipe tobacco, they say has been in production since 1848. Now, on the tin it says Robert McConnell since 1848 right there. So I just figured, that meant the company Robert McConnell. This might actually be their original tobacco blend, because when you look on tobacco reviews, it says it's been produced since 1848. So that's kind of interesting, I thought. But today we are smoking in my little. This is a J&J, right? This is a J&J Blowfish. I picked this up off of Smoking Pipes not long before I found out that J&J weren't making pipes anymore. Now that kind of, before I get into the review, I know that Jared Coles, who was one member of the J, right? J&J stood, I believe, for John and Jared, right? It's two buddies that made pipes together. And they lived few hours away up in the Western Sierras, I think kind of near Yosemite. It was like somewhere, in that general area. Well, I know Jared Cole still makes pipes. I see his stuff every once in a while, and he makes some good stuff. I don't know about John Close, though. John Close was the other member of J&J. And, when they shut down, I kind of he just kind of went away. I don't know if he doesn't make pipes anymore. I've tried looking. I wouldn't mind purchasing one if he still does. What would be great is if I could get a Jared Coles and a John Close, right? So I have a J&J, then I have one when they're separate, whatever. And I don't know what happened, how they split up, what the case was, were they, who knows, right? People, whatever. But if anyone out there knows what happened to John Close and what he's doing, I'd be interested, just out of curiosity, right? I was always a fan. They had a YouTube channel going for a while, which I really liked a lot, and I was always a fan of their videos, and I've always liked their pipes. I thought that they made very nice looking, reasonably priced, well-made pipes. So there you go. Stem work. One last comment on the pipe, I think. Stem work, really, 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 really big fan of this stem. Huge fan of this stem. I love it. It's the perfect thinness. It's the perfect width. This is almost everything that I like in a stem. It's vulcanite. I like vulcanite. There's things I don't like about it. I also like acrylic, and there's things I don't like about it. So it's kind of like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But the tobacco. So when I have to say, when I first opened this tin, I got a very boozy aroma off of it. And I was like, ooh, that's strong boozy. And it does say that they do case it with a little bit of something, like a little chocolate or something like that. The components of the tobacco are basically Red Virginias, Bright Virginias, and then just a little bit of perique. tiny bit of perique, and then they case it in chocolate. So I figured, when I opened the tin, I don't know about this one. This seems like much more than just a light topping, top note, and it was. I have to say, the first 4 or 5 bowls I smoked, I really did not enjoy very much at all. Way too much of that topping for me. It just sort of took over, and it almost reminded me of like eating one of those little chocolate liquor bottle things. Very boozy, very chocolatey, but not pleasant, if that makes sense. I just didn't really like it. So I kind of just smoked the odd bowl here and there. It's been open for, I'd say, about a month and a half. So that was the first week, I opened, and then the next couple weeks I sort of smoked the odd bowl here and there. But the last couple weeks, I've been smoking it a lot. When you open a tin or something like that, it's got a little casing on a little topping. Sometimes it'll dissipate over time, right? The longer it sits in the tin, that top note will kind of lessen and lessen and lessen and lessen, and then you know you're gonna change a little bit of your smoke there a little bit. And I have to say, I have really enjoyed it the last 2 weeks. And you still do get that little bit of chocolate like topping, but it's more. I'd say it affects the smoke more like the quality in that it's like just creamier. Like you don't get like you're chewing on a chocolate bar. It just kind of makes it a little bit creamier. Like maybe softens it a little bit. So I really like that. So I've been really enjoying it the last couple weeks. It's almost gone. I think I'd probably smoked the first quarter of it the first couple weeks, and then I got a couple bowls left, and that's it. Uh, I do have 4 or 5 tins of it that I bought, so I am gonna probably cellar the rest of them for a while. I'd say. Um, Cellaring tobacco can also ease up that top note or that casing if it's a little bit too much or it's a little too intense or just not quite where you like it. Leave it tinned. You don't need to open it and put it in a jar. Just leave it in the original tin. Put it in a cabinet in your house somewhere. You don't want it to get super cold. You don't want to get super hot. Just and then just forget about it for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is, and go back to it. You may have a real gem on your hands. Um, I'm really happy that the top note sort of dissipated a little bit because I thought that I was gonna have to gift these other tins, because I didn't like it that much. Where I was like, I don't really want to open another one, but like I said, I'll put them away for 5 years or so, and then I'll just know that when I want to open another tin, I'll just open it for and leave it open. Just crack the seal, let it get some air for 5-10 minutes, close it back up, and then I'll just leave it like that for a couple weeks. Uh, and just to let it get to where I want it to. But yeah, I'd say for me, on my scale of don't like it, throw it away, not for me, like it and love it, I would say the first week or two I was in between the don't like it, throw it away, and not for me. Now I'm in the I like it. I don't love it. It's not going to be something that I'm going to put 20, 30 tins aside. I've got some blends like that I will put that or more away. But could I see myself? I got like 4 more tins. I think I did gift one. Could I see myself, cellaring these and then every couple years buying, a couple more just to sort of keep that, where I've got a steady stock of, 5 or 7 or 10-year-old Red Virginia, McConnell Red Virginia smoke. I could see that happening, if I remember it. There's so many different tobaccos out there you want to try. So, good bright Virginias, good Red Virginias, a little bit of perique. I think that I would like it more if there was no topping at all. Um, but that being said, I don't know if it would push it into the I love it category. There's another blend of McConnell's that is in the I love it category. And, you know, so there you go. I think that's pretty much it for this review. If you like red Virginias with a little bit of brights, I'd say flavors more dark. Like I said, that chocolate has like a creamy, dark kind of complexion. Um, a little bit of grassy here and there, and the perique don't get a whole lot of, but every once in a while, I feel like maybe you get a little extra, right? Or you pinch it, you get a little, maybe a little extra perique than you did the last time, or whatever the case is, and you can kind of notice it. But for me, I'd say is basically just a good vapor, you know, with a little top note, and like I alluded to earlier, I prefer my vapors, you know, to be untopped, right? But I figured, try it. It's supposed to be a light topping, and it is. It just takes a while for it to get to where I like it. So, if any of you guys have tried it, let me know what you think. One last thing, this tin I did purchase in August of this year, so no 10-year-old tobaccos right now for this review. Uh, Robert McConnell Red Virginia. I like it. I don't love it. It is something that would be for me, with the caveat of I'm gonna crack the seal, leave it open for a couple weeks, and then I'll go back and smoke it. Because in the beginning, first couple weeks, not really, not really doing it for me. But it's pretty decent stuff otherwise. So grab a tin, try it out. If you have had it and you like it, let me know what you like about it. If you've had a tin and you don't like it, let me know what you think about it. You know, let me know why. I'm always curious to, you know, that's how this YouTube thing started for me, was curiosity what other people thought about tobacco. So, yeah, just let me know. All right, take care.